He said it felt like an impulse decision, and he knew that he tends to regret impulse decisions, so he was almost anticipating regretting the decision to join the program. If you are on our mailing list, I actually already sent an email about this dude, but I want to talk about a different aspect of this story. If you're not on our mailing list, what are you doing with your life? Similar question, if you haven't hit subscribe yet on the YouTube or left a rating on Spotify or Apple, I don't even know. I don't know what to tell you. So I'm just going to assume that you have, and we will move on. But somebody did sign up for our program last week-ish. I don't know when this episode will come out, actually. I just filmed these, you guys. Cordy edits them and puts them up. God bless her. But for right now, I want to highlight one thing that came out of this. I can already tell there's going to be a lot to talk about with this guy. He's an awesome dude. And he's been in the program. Technically, he hasn't even started the 6-month program. He's in week -1 of the process right now, and already so much has happened. But so this dude's a retired corpsman. He's got lots of trauma from service, stuff before that, trauma from his divorce, got cheated on after the divorce, feeling isolated in life, living in like a rural spot. His kids moved a couple hours away. Been through some other treatment things before. Very similar backstory, honestly, to quite a few people that we end up working with. I didn't even realize this until after, like a week after he signed up, but apparently he almost jumped into this on a whim. He said it felt like an impulse decision. And he knew that he tends to regret impulse decisions, so he was almost anticipating regretting the decision to join the program. Spoiler alert, he didn't. He loves it for a bunch of reasons we'll get into later. But one thing he said stuck with me, because when people come in, like when people meet with me to discuss if this is a good fit for them or not, I tend to ask some similar questions. One thing I ask is, why do you think that this might help you compared to everything else you've tried before that has let you down? Sometimes I might phrase it as, it sounds like a dumb question, because if you knew the answer to this, you would have done it already. But what do you feel like you actually need right now? What do you feel like would make a difference in your life? I tend to ask questions like that because I want to understand what people need, why they feel like this might actually help them. Like if they're going to sign up, I almost want to understand like why they want to or why they think this would help, right? So I asked him some variation of those questions. And his response to all of it was basically what he thinks he needs and what he thought he had found in us, and I would say he's pretty sure of now, is that we actually gave a shit about him. So not to sound sappy and like a fucking Olive Garden slogan of like, when you're here, you're family. But like, for one thing, this is actually a family-run business. Like it's me and Cordy, and Sita is at all of our retreats. And I do think that what sets us apart from some other things is that we're just people. We're just real people. It's not a soulless, faceless corporation. You're not just another patient being pushed through our clinic. And honestly, I don't have to worry about losing my professional license or whatever for speaking out of line and cursing and saying politically incorrect things. So, I think a lot of how we help people comes from that fact that like we're just real people with a real family, just trying to help folks. Sure, I've figured out a few things that I can teach to people, but I think even more than that, like I don't teach people very much in our program. I think what I do is I help people ask better questions of themselves because they have the answers, but I'm only able to do that because I actually listen to people and I try to get to know them and understand what's going on so that I can help them understand themselves better. And I think even more than that, if there's anything that we've figured out, if there's anything that we're actually very good at, it is bringing together a community of people and creating the conditions in that community by creating the culture there of people coming together who actually give a shit about each other, and actually support each other, and actually share what's going on with each other, and actually want to share what's going on because they feel heard and they feel listened to, and they feel supported. And I think that's something this dude he got that vibe, which is why he kind of took a chance and signed up, and he's been proven correct that like this actually is that. It is actually a group of people who give a shit about him. Something similar happened with another woman who signed up. She told me later that, because I was messaging with her on Instagram, and I sent her a voice note, and I was essentially just commiserating with her situation as a new mom and feeling overstimulated, and some of the stuff that she shared about like her husband being on his own healing journey and her almost feeling left behind. And she played my voice note for her husband and was like, listen to this. These people actually give a shit. These people actually understand me. And I think that just that voice note alone was kind of what caused her to like sign up and like take the leap, because she knew off the bat, just like a gut feeling, like, oh, this isn't just another therapist. This words. This isn't just another therapist. This isn't just another doctor pushing pills on me. I'm not a doctor. This isn't just another corporate retreat center trying to get people in the door. We're a family. We actually understand people. We actually care about people. Sometimes that's actually all the difference that it takes. So yeah, as corny as it sounds, when you're here, you're family. And please don't sue me, Olive Garden. For real, another story, and I don't know, dude, this podcast, I feel like it's just me telling stories about people. Maybe that's, fuck it. You're here listening. I'm going to assume this is what you want to hear, so I'll tell you another story. This dude came to Flow State retreat last year, Operation Flow State. He wound up coming into the program after, and he's actually coming back to Flow State next month. But last year at the first Flow State retreat, so much of the healing that he found there was literally just because of watching me interact with our daughter, Sita. He said how like a week or two or maybe a month or something before the retreat, he had literally gotten into a fight with his therapist, telling his therapist that joy wasn't real. Like, so fucking depressed this guy was. I'm sorry, dude. I love you. You know who you are listening to this. I love you so much. I'm not making fun of that experience. But just imagine being at that point where you're having a fight with your therapist, telling them, like, no, joy is not real. That's not a real human emotion. And then he comes and he sees our daughter Sita just, like, laughing, like, you know, having fun, like a little kid being pushed on a swing by her dad, or me throwing her in the air or whatever, and just shrieking with joy. And that caused him to be like, oh fuck, like I was wrong. Joy is real. Joy exists. Here is proof, this little tiny human being being like completely blissful. And he was like, I just have lost touch with the ability to feel that. And that's what we worked on over the next 6 months in our program. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm fucking rambling again. I'll wrap this up here. But if you're tired of being treated like another fucking number or just another patient, I would encourage you to consider reaching out to us. Now, I might take a little while to respond because we talk to a lot of people, and I don't use like an AI chatbot thing. We don't have like a whole corporate team of people. And I'll be completely honest, you guys, sometimes I get a little bit overwhelmed because people share the most fucked up things with me. And I guess that's almost the flip side of getting real people who care about you, is I'm a person. Like, I only have so much, I guess, bandwidth. So please be patient with me. If, you know, maybe you message me and it takes me a few days to get back to you. I'm not ignoring you. I don't want to phone it in. So that's why I might take a little while to respond, but it's because I actually want to respond. I don't want to just have like an auto message getting back to you for the sake of getting back to you. I'd rather connect with you as a real human being. There's my sales pitch, I guess. Get in touch with us. I'll get back to you. And just like this person who signed up because he felt like we cared, maybe that will make all the difference that you actually need to start moving forward on your healing journey. So, short message, but I wanted to try to get that across. So thank you for listening. Till next time, God bless you. Be safe. Take care. I'll see you on the next episode.